Welcome to the Property Maintenance Show. I'm your host, Albert Taylor, and I'm here with our host, Paul Quell, and we're brought to you by Octagon Work Services. Our main purpose and mission here is to discuss the property maintenance industry, vendor relations, property coordinators and property managers, homeowners and tenants, and most of all, very controversial topics that no one else would dare talk about. Now let's go over to our host, Paul Quell, to hear a little bit more about Octagon Services and our operations.
So I wanted to just take a minute to explain what is Octagon Work Services and what is our business. It's a very good question and I want to answer it today. So not to complicate things, I'm going to make this simple. We are an outsourcing company. Our operations are based in Mexico, but we do have a main office in Texas, which my business partner Albert is over there just now, running things while I'm here in Mexico. Running the operations. So we have a very good setup, very efficient. It's 5-star customer service or nothing. That's our policy here at Octagon. We offer property management marketing, which is finding new leads. This is worldwide. At the moment, we're with US clients, mostly California, but again, we can work worldwide. We work with maintenance vendors as well. We offer them virtual assistants. They could do, inbound, outbound calling, estimates, invoices, and also as well, they can help with sales. It's very cost efficient. You're not required to offer a 401k with our employees.
Or dental
There's
plan.
no dental plan, medical. We take care of all of that at Octagon with our employees. Again, they are bilingual. They do speak fluent English, C2 level. Also, Spanish is their fluent language as well. Just an amazing opportunity. Again, we both worked in the property management industry previously. We're very passionate about this business and we want to help and support maintenance vendors and property management companies all over the world. So again, if you are interested, on our screen is our contact number and our email address. Please do not hesitate to reach out. We do want to help and we'd love to work with you. So you can give us a call anytime during our business hours from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday to Friday. Thank you.
Okay, so we can start now. First guest, even though they probably don't know it yet, would be Vantage Property Management. They're one of our first ones that we actually approached when we started Octagon. And Paul has some experience contacting these people, so we'd like to talk about them a little bit.
Yes, thank you, Albert. Yes, with Vantage Property Management, I had a very interesting interaction with them quite a couple of times, and also one of our previous employees did as well. At first, we were reaching out to them because one of our clients is general contractor vendor. He was very interested in working with Vantage Property Management as a preferred vendor. Again, he's probably one of the best general contractor vendors in California, in our opinion, one of the best. So he visited their office. They said they needed a handyman. They needed someone cheap, someone that didn't cost a lot of money. He kind of gave his feedback. They didn't give much attention. Then, in a couple of phone calls, they kind of started to brush us off and, wouldn't even let us speak when we phoned and just kind of cut us off abruptly. I wouldn't say their customer service was very good in my opinion. And it's not just me saying this, as we're going to go ahead and read some of their recent reviews. Albert, do you want to read the first one here that we have that's on our screen just now?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I'd love to read our friends over at Advantage, their reviews. So, okay, yeah, the first one looks like it's from Yelp. So it says, still no response from this property management about the barbaric gate system smacking and scratching my minivan. And we'll share an image here on our screen. So yeah, it does look like it did take a nice little chunk of their paint off there. I don't know why it would be wood. That's kind of confusing. Most of the electric gates are like aluminum or something, but yeah, this one is actually wood for some reason. All right, Paul. What do you think? It's probably an HOA gate, or what is that?
Well, see, it's quite interesting because that was their actual second review. And I think a week prior they did say the following. I'm just going to read this out. Again, we'll put this on the screen. Um, An old-fashioned big brown gate smacked and scratched my minivan all the way down the side. What kind of barbaric gate system doesn't have sensors? Yes, I drove slowly. It doesn't matter if I stop or drive slow. The gate should never hit the vehicle's monitorize. I need to
Modernize?
know,
Hmm.
modernize, yep. I need to know if this happens often or not. Please leave a reply.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah, I didn't read
just
the
to
last
let
there. Huh.
just to let everyone know, they did not reply. They haven't responded to anything, as you know, based on the online review. Um, I think, yeah, it could be a HOA gate, but the fact that they're not doing anything about that is just
Hmm.
it's terrible. It's horrible.
Yeah. Well, I think if they have insurance, they should get their insurance involved because we all know how the HOA works.
Hmm.
Well, me and Paul do. Yeah, they're really special sometimes. So it takes
Yes.
weeks, if not months, to get something done. But yeah, they probably have to get their insurance involved, and that might be unless they don't have insurance, that might not be very good. But
Hmm.
yeah, if they're waiting for the insurance, I mean the HOA to respond to fix that, it could be waiting a while. So yeah,
Hmm.
yeah, a headache for both the property management company and the tenant in this case.
Hmm. Yes, I agree. Again, we'll be fair to Vantage and we'll give them a point system here. So I think they should be acting on this quickly. But I do want to give this point to the tenant only because the property management company couldn't be bothered to actually respond to
Hmm.
the review, which is not good. You know, I think every review should be responded to respectfully to your customers.
Hmm. Oh yeah, I agree. Yeah, there should be like an apology or, hey, we're working on this, or currently with the HOA doing this and that,
Hmm.
and yeah,
Yeah,
sorry about your car, maybe. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. An apology. Yeah,
Hmm. That's
yeah.
at least right, something like that. But yeah,
Yeah, I mean
okay.
that's the
Mm.
least they could do. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so a point for the tenant in this case. Yeah, sorry, Vantage. But okay, tenant does have a point here.
Hmm.
All right,
All right.
I'll continue to the next
Okay.
one. Yeah, this one's a little longer. Yeah, I can read it if you want.
Hmm. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, this
Yeah,
one's
that's
from
good.
our friend Chris from Chino, California. Okay, so steer clear. I'm a 4-year leaseholder for and that address 562. One of their properties, Chris and so there's two Chris's here. So we have Chris the tenant and Chris the associates. Okay, the owner, I would guess here. Chris and his associates were very rude, disorganized, and wouldn't fix the problems you ask. They will do anything to keep your deposit. I've heard that before. I complained about the breaker box on the house, which is not in code and has been on the house since the 1970s. All right, we've had a similar experience. Very lots of fun there. When I told them it continues to cut the electricity off at random times, they eventually sent an electrician and they charge us 150 each time. It's not even my fault. I don't run any heavy equipment at all. It's a 4-bedroom house with minor appliances. You wouldn't find in any apartment. They don't answer the phone, and I have a 7-year-old daughter who needs electricity. It's a shame I've been paying my rent on time, even though the pandemic and yet low cost I'm receiving from this budget business ran out of a relaxed building to look more than what it is. Oh, okay. Is a disgrace. If you want your life made hard, call Chris. I think Paul would agree with that. An advantage. He is scared to answer the phone. Paul also knows that. Or show up to his office because he lacks testosterone. Oh, okay. Ooh. To speak face to face about his low cost class business.
Oh,
Ooh. All right, Chris. Yeah,
that is
pretty good.
oh, I'm just processing that last part there.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah, I hadn't read that whole thing before completely, so yeah, that's funny.
Well, I think Vantage are taking advantage,
Yeah.
to put it that way. First of all, thank you, Chris, for this detailed review.
Hmm.
I always like details.
Oh yeah.
Um, yeah, the breaker box not being up to code is actually a fire hazard, and yeah, that's very deadly just to be left. And it doesn't matter if the property management company even say, "Oh, the homeowner is not approving it," then Vantage need to get their priorities right and like basically fire this owner because there's a liability there, and the liability is also on Vantage's head, right? Especially
Hmm.
for Chris, the owner, right? And I have to say, yeah, that he obviously lacks the testosterone to speak to the owner of that property
Hmm.
to tell them, look, you cannot do this. This needs replaced. It's been there since the 1970s. I mean, that's like 40 something years, right?
Yeah.
40,
40
no,
something,
wait,
yeah.
50? Maybe, yeah, I think it was about 50 years. Yeah,
Oh, okay. Around there, yeah.
something like that, right?
Mm,
So, I mean,
that's a long time.
it, it's absolutely a disgrace, and they should hang their heads in shame for that. And the fact they didn't even respond to this review, by the way, just to let the listeners and viewers be aware, yeah,
That tells a lot.
dis- it's so disappointing to see that they're still in business. If that's how they're conducting themselves, it's just yeah, it's no, yeah, I agree with Chris, the tenant here. Yeah, the owner definitely does lack the testosterone.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. And I remember from Paul's frustration, he had the similar issue. We were actually trying to offer him something that they could use. They were pretty rude. I don't know if you ever. Well, you probably didn't get Chris since he lacks testosterone, but yeah.
I no, I never got Chris. Let's
Uh,
just say I got his associates,
uh,
and
who share the same
yeah,
testosterone.
they wouldn't even let me speak,
Mm,
and I found that disrespectful. I thought they at least let me speak, and they
mm-hmm,
wouldn't. And they were like, "Yeah, we know who you are, and uh, listen, we don't need any
mm-hmm.
we don't need any vendors." And I'm like, "That's a lie,"
Really?
because I'm like, clearly, you lack good vendors as well.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah,
mean,
it's kind of obvious, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
their whole maintenance department should hang their head in shame for this.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact they haven't even like responded to that review to apologize
Mm-hmm.
of for the fact that a breaker box has been there since 1970 and they're refusing to replace it.
Right.
So yeah, it's
Yeah, it's pretty.
yeah.
Well, I know a lot of that old equipment was actually maybe 10 times better than the modern equipment.
Mhm.
But I mean, yeah, that is a long time. At least the wires. I mean, you can see the color of the wires if they're like really toasted. So yeah, at least the wires need to be changed out.
Mhm.
And well, yeah, it could still be a good quality box, but still, yeah, the connections for 220 and the ground and all that has changed since then.
Mhm.
But yeah, and they are charging them a trip charge, 150, which doesn't even make sense. I mean, they should just. Uh, More than likely, this is the homeowner doesn't want to pay for the box, doesn't want to pay for the trip charge, doesn't want to pay for anything. But
Well,
yeah.
that's the thing, Albert, right? So
Hmm.
it's okay for property management companies. Oh, it's the homeowner's fault. No, it's not. It's fucking them,
Hmm.
right?
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, and I
Then
and I'm I don't care that I'm using profanity language here because it's so annoying. It
mhm,
really is. It's to the point where like, oh, it's the homeowner, they didn't approve. You think that we haven't dealt with something exactly like this before? Yes, we
yeah.
have. And guess what happened in the end? We got that owner fired because it
Yeah.
was a fire hazard,
Hmm.
and the tenant, we sent two electrician companies, and the owner was trying to be clever at first. He's like, oh, your electrician's not licensed. We're like, really? So we sent the license number. Then he
Hmm.
kept quiet, right? Then he wanted a second opinion. Then we sent another electrician. Then the president of that electrician company had to send him the biggest email I've ever seen.
Hmm.
In fact, I might still have it on record somewhere. I'd love
Yeah.
to share it, but I think um, I need to check my archives. But
Yeah. You were
um,
actually assigned to that work order. Well, I got pulled off of it because I kind of little aggressive with the owner, and then I got pulled off the work order by our operations director, and it was put on Paul. Then after that, then but yeah, it was funny. I mean, we had a laugh out of it afterwards. It's like I got
but
pulled
listen,
and he got fired, and it was a lot of
right, but
runaround.
I don't blame you, Albert, for getting frustrated with that particular owner that we
Hmm.
dealt with together, right? And again, I can say his first name. His name was Gary, right?
Oh yeah, Mr. Gary. Yeah,
Um, so hi, Mr. Gary, if
if you're watching,
you're watching us,
we miss you.
yeah, yeah, we miss you, right? Hopefully you got that breaker box replaced
Yeah, where your house burned down.
because it's an absolute, and he probably hired Mickey Mouse
Hmm.
to just like maybe fix it up,
Yeah.
but it needs replaced.
Hmm.
I don't care if it costs you money. That is the price you pay when you become a landlord and a homeowner and
Hmm.
you want to rent your property out to people. You have responsibilities. And I'm sick of the property management companies go, oh, the homeowner didn't approve. Well, fight back then.
Hmm. Yeah.
Like say something like the tenant Chris here. The testosterone level is nothing then at Vantage.
Hmm. And the property management could easily say, "Hey, it's a fire hazard. We're going to change it, and we're just going to charge you." That,
There's laws
that's it.
against this.
Yeah,
They're breaking the law.
just a little testosterone. Not for the any offense to the female property coordinators out there, but
No, but it's absolutely yeah, it's just it's a disgrace, man.
mhm,
I'm so angry because it's just
yeah,
grow some balls, Chris.
yeah,
Like literally grow them. I don't care if you have to put them in a plant pot and grow them.
yeah. Don't worry, Chris. We're not planning on trying to give you any more vendors. So yeah, just keep your own.
Yeah, well, either that or get it together. Fire your whole fucking department and rehire.
Maybe.
Fuck it, we'll help you. Call us. Phone us. We're the experts. Phone us and we'll fix it for you, Chris.
Hmm.
All right, Chris, the property management owner, just out there in case, because they're both named Chris, the tenant and
Oh
the
yeah, the
property,
property
the
management
president of their company.
owner. Hmm.
So, yeah, we'll say Mr. Chris, right? You know,
Yeah,
um, yeah, fix your shit, mate. I'm serious, man.
yeah. Well,
If
yeah.
I see another review like that from these guys, I'm gonna lose it, man.
But we do
I'm
have
gonna
another review.
absolutely lose it.
Yeah, don't worry about that, Paul. Yeah, we have
But
another
no,
one.
not as bad as that one. No,
Yeah.
there is other ones that are bad, but that one to me is, yeah, it is. There's a line in the sand, right, where you can make maintenance errors, or the vendor may have, missed the appointment, or he's backed up, right? Because again, we've said this before. There's 20 work orders. The handyman can't do it. The PM company don't care about the vendor. They just dispose them, right? Again, this is why we're here. So whoever's watching us, please listen,
Oh yeah.
okay? I'll even do it for free. I'll give you 20 days for free just to get
Hmm.
started. I won't charge nothing. We're not here for the money.
Yeah. Actually, we do have a new promo, right? 15 days.
We have a new promotion, everyone. We're
Yeah.
giving 20 days for free. No contract. You don't need to sign nothing. Join us. Tell me what you want me to do for you. Me and Albert personally will get it done for you.
That is
So
true.
to stop stuff like this happening, it has to stop.
Mm-hmm. Or at least
Sorry,
not,
Albert.
or at least
Just
not to come to our attention. If we don't see it, then
too,
okay.
it's too much.
Yeah,
That one's too much for me.
yeah.
It's horrible.
Well, for anybody thinking we're overreacting, we have actually tried to contact Vantage, so it's a little personal for us. We've actually tried to go in and help them out and offer something that was good to make their company better, and they just were rude about it. I think they hung up on you too, and so
It's not even that. That can kill someone.
yeah,
They could die. They could be sleeping at night and that catches fire. It's a fire hazard. It's against the law.
yeah,
You should have fired that homeowner, and I hope they did, because if they didn't, yeah, it's so pathetic
mm-hmm.
that you've kept him over a management fee.
Right, yeah. Threw all the trip charges on the tenant.
50-year-old breaker box.
Mm-hmm.
Shame on you guys. Shame. Fire your whole department. They suck. Fire them. If you're anything, if you're a good businessman, Mr. Chris, fire your whole staff. Fire the whole maintenance department, because they're shit. There's no other way to put it. They're shit. Okay? I'm sorry. But yeah, don't blame the homeowner. You need to take charge and say, no, that's a fire hazard. This needs replaced. It cannot be repaired. Look at the reports. Here's the report. Look at it. Oh, I'm not fixing that. I refuse. Right, well, we're done here. Go.
Okay, yeah. Good luck.
I'm not involved in your fucking villainous landlord attitude, Mr. Homeowner.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? I'm out of here.
Oh, what they call that in the property industry? Slumlord. That's the
The
term they use.
slumlord, right? The
Yeah.
greaseball, the scumbag,
Slumlord. Yeah, I like that one. It has a ring
the
to it.
dog,
Yeah.
right? Little spaniel. That's all he is. He's not even a Great Dane. He's a little spaniel, a little chihuahua, right?
hmm Okay.
Idiot, man. All right, let's move on, man.
All right. Yeah, that
I'm
was a
gonna
good
leave that
one.
one there.
All right. So I guess you can read the next one. It's shorter.
All right. Hello, this guy named Chris. After I complained, he's saying only 4 cooks lives where I applied. I think that's an address, I believe.
Where cooks live.
And there was just a 2-year, and saying only 2 cars. I think it's a 2-year lease,
Mm-hmm.
and only 2 cars are allowed. And that is all we had. And then telling him to find him and his family a place to stay, and saying he's been doing this 16 years. Well, if that's the case, why is he reading something off the computer? You can tell how he was talking. It was written out for him. And then
Okay.
he said to come to my place. That is so inappropriate. The owner needs to find new manager for their place, because even one of them is rude and don't know how to do their jobs at all.
All right. Yeah.
And
Just come over to my place. I'll sort you out.
just quickly, I know Chris didn't write this. This is probably one of his associates have responded to this review and says, we want to express our sincerity, appreciation for your interest in becoming one of our valued applicants. Sounds scripted, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. While we regret, it sounds like, copy and paste type. But
Mm-hmm.
anyways, I'll keep reading. We regret that we are unable to accept your application on this occasion. We want you to know that it was carefully received and thoroughly reviewed by our team. Please understand that the decision-making process for selecting applicants is highly competitive. And in this instance, there were other candidates whose applications stood out with exceptional qualifications. Our property owners take great care in evaluating all applicants, aiming to find the best fit for each unit. Albert, what's your take here on this
Okay.
one?
Actually, yeah, I saw this quite a bit in our last job while working
Hmm.
there. Yeah, they would apply for the property. They pay $50. Sometimes their spouse would pay another $50 in hopes that would give them a better chance of getting the property. They'd actually view it and get all this information. In the end, then they just wouldn't get an answer. So yeah, they would get angry, and yeah, I would see some of these reviews pop up once in a while. Well, our last company did a good job of covering the reviews. So yeah.
So just for everyone listening and watching our video today, I want to point out a specific key sentence in the response from Vantage to this potential applicant. There were other candidates whose application stood out with exceptional qualifications. Let me answer that. So let's say, let's break this down, right? So I want to get this clear. Let's say there's 10 applicants that apply for a property, okay? They pass the credit checks, they pass the screening, they meet the financial requirements, right? The leasing agent talks to all 10, okay? Now let me tell you something. The property management companies do not, and I want to make this clear, they do not send any applications to the homeowners. They are not allowed to see
No.
them. That's a fact. And that's with all of them. So it's based on favoritism.
Mm-hmm. A nice
That's
photo. Mm-hmm.
this is the truth. And anybody can tell me or call me out. Please let me know. Call me out on it.
Yeah.
It's based on favoritism.
Yeah. Well, maybe not favoritism because they don't really know him, but yeah, they go off with their picture or I don't know, something that looks stands out.
Well, no, it
Yeah.
is favoritism. I'm going to have to disagree because, no, let me explain what I mean by when I say favoritism. I'm
Mm-hmm.
not just saying, oh, because they like the person. What I'm saying is they like the qualifications, what you just said, really.
Mm-hmm.
That is favoritism, right?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
It's not like they're randomly picking. They're not putting they're not numbering the applicants and putting them in a bowl and picking a number at
No,
random, are they?
no, they don't do
So
that.
how do they make the decision then?
Yeah.
It's based on money or how they look or is favoritism. It's a type of favoritism,
Mm-hmm.
100%.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, this guy looks ugly. No, I don't like the look of him.
Yeah, he looks mean, or yeah.
Or,
Eh,
oh yeah, the way he spoke to me, I didn't like his attitude, so he's not getting it.
mm, yeah.
Why? Maybe he had a bad day.
Or it could be a really nice person, but they don't have the huge or nice job like they're looking for. I
Right,
mean,
or, well, think about it. Moving house or apartment, isn't that a stressful situation? Yes or no?
oh yeah, big time.
Right. So, when they're looking for a new place to live, that is a stressful process.
Mm-hmm.
It is such a stressful process. If anybody could just take a second to put themselves in the tenant's like shoes, right, and walk a mile in their shoes in this particular scenario, they're stressed out, right? They may have a certain time frame, so they're like some of them may be scrambling to try and get a place,
Mm-hmm.
right? So if they're not the happiest person in the world at that moment in time, I don't blame them. It's a stressful process.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, and the market is pretty expensive in California. I've seen rents up to $4,000 or $5,000.
I think this is a great topic, right? This one, because what should change, right, is I know they're not allowed to show the credit score or the sensitive information, right? They're not allowed to show that information. But they could actually present some things to the homeowner, like some sort of information. Like maybe just their name, what they do as a living, how many people, it's husband and wife, 2 children, you know? Like just a simple information, like this is all I can give you. I can't tell you like how much they make or I can't tell you their background history. I'm not allowed to disclose it. That's fine. That's okay. I agree with that. But there has to be some, I feel like the homeowner should make the decision.
Yeah, I think we had an idea way back
Mm.
when there should be like a psychology test or something so they can like screen out the psychopaths and stuff like that. Yeah, because we get some pretty screwy tenants sometimes. So something to screen those out. Yeah. But yeah, maybe something the homeowner could have a say in it after a while. So yeah, okay, I like the test of this guy, I like the this and that. Maybe not based off of money, but maybe personality and psychology.
Hmm. And I think as well they should be refunding whoever doesn't get the vacant property.
Yeah.
That that one is an absolute scam. I'm sorry,
Hmm.
but for someone to pay like $80 or
Hmm.
$100, whatever the fee is,
Yeah.
right? Because I know there's a fee. All of them charge a fee,
Yeah, I think it's between 50 and 80
50 to $80
per
between that
application.
region
Yeah.
per application. Now,
Yeah.
there's nothing to the application because they make the potential tenant fill the application out themselves.
Hmm. Yeah.
What do they do?
So it's just free
I'll tell you
money.
what they do. They take your application, right? There's software, right? Sorry, but I need to call this out. There is software where they use to do a credit check, right? They just send information over to someone else and it comes back. Now, in my mind, do they charge? Do they pay for the software? I believe they do. There's probably a yearly fee, right, to use it. Okay. Um, when I look at it in a business point of view, maybe that's why they're keeping the money to cover their expenses on the software that they need. But I do feel like I feel like they should be honest with the potential applicants immediately.
Hmm. Well, maybe like a little discount or something. Hey, you gave us 80, we'll give you back 30 or $40. Sorry, we didn't accept your application.
But I think there should be an application limit. So per property, there should be like five applicants that are allowed to apply, and then it shuts down,
Oh, yeah.
right?
I don't think they'll be doing that.
No, they won't. No, because they like making the $80.
Hmm.
But then the other thing is, they're deceiving people when they should be honest before they apply and go, listen, look, I want to let you know before you apply. There's already 10 people,
Hmm.
so I cannot. They haven't picked. One hasn't been chosen yet,
Hmm.
but I'm not like your chances
Yeah.
aren't.
I used to
I cannot
actually,
get. I can't guarantee it. Basically,
I actually,
that's how I
I used
put
to
it.
actually do that in my last job in Oklahoma. I used to have access to that information. So I'd tell them, hey, there's only 2 applicants. You have a really good chance. What's your credit score? They'd tell me. I said, yeah, okay, yeah, apply. Yeah, you're a great candidate. I think you have a good chance. Or, or the contrary. Hey, you know what? There's like 100 people here, so I don't know if you want to apply for this property. But yeah, I used to have access to that information. So yeah, I would try to help people out. I actually like doing that. Yeah, but in our last job, they didn't give us access to that. So oh well.
Yeah. So I think that needs to change somehow. When they're saying it's highly competitive, no, it's not.
Yeah,
It's not highly competitive.
yeah, they could help
That's
them out
not
if they
true.
want. I actually did it. Yeah, so you know what? Don't apply because you probably won't get it. But it's all about money. So
Yeah, so just to let everyone know that it is kind of a
money grab.
money grab.
Hmm.
Sorry, but you just need to change that. The industry has to fix that problem. You're going to have to come up with some sort of system where, okay, there has to be a cut-off limit. Like having 12 applicants in one property is just,
But it hurts reviews too. Like in this case, no, people leave bad reviews because of that. Mm, yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, got a lot of information from that.
Yeah, and going back to Chris, so if he's telling people he's been doing this for 16 years,
Yeah,
16 years, and you let the breaker box sit there for 50.
yeah. There's something going on there.
You don't you if
He's
man,
he's probably at the golf course and taking it easy.
yeah, this is the other thing. Again, watch some of our previous episodes. We speak about how some of these presidents of these companies, they don't do all the thinking. They have other people bringing them ideas, and then they turn up at the meeting and they're like, "Oh, I'm the one that came up with this," and it's like,
Yeah, thanks for the idea.
no,
Now it's mine. Yeah.
no, you didn't. You didn't come up with these ideas.
Yeah.
And then they get privilege of being interviewed on
Mhm.
other podcast platforms, and they just talk absolutely like they talk. Imagine like you haven't been on a live work order in like 15, 16
I
years,
was gonna say 20. Yeah.
or 20 years for that matter,
Yeah.
and you're going to go ahead and speak about uh, maintenance,
Or
like
work
how
order numbers. How many work orders can you handle? We heard like what was the number? Like 100, 120 or something? Yeah, the industry standard is 120. You can handle 120.
no, it's not.
What?
Let's fix that thing.
Yeah.
Industry standard. So this is industry standard, right? Charging $80 per applicant. And there's 12 applicants and only one applicant's going to get it, and there's no refund on the $80.
Mhm. Yeah.
That's industry standard. So basically, overworking people and ripping them off is industry standard then, because that's what I'm understanding. Or am I wrong?
Yeah. That sounds like industry standard.
Yeah,
Definitely.
industry standard.
Maybe 20 years
So yeah,
ago.
you've been doing it 16 years, Chris, and you didn't get the breaker box replaced. So yeah, industry standard, right?
Mhm.
The homeowner said no, so it's industry standard just
Yeah.
to let it be a fire hazard and people will die. Good for you, man.
Yeah.
Good stuff, buddy.
Yeah. Good job, Chris.
So
All right.
I'm gonna give this to the tenant. This one. I think everyone knows why at this point. So
Or the almost tenant. They almost became a tenant.
I'll
So
give this to the potential tenant. Yeah.
potential
Okay.
tenant. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Me too. I
Yeah.
mean, not their fault, right? Nobody told them. There was nobody like me there to tell them, hey, you know what? Don't even bother to apply for this property. There's too many people. But yeah, yeah, just have to look for a better place to apply. So okay, so one point to the potential tenant. Okay, and on to our next review. This one actually has a lot of stars. Let's see why. Let me read into this. All right, so this one don't see a name, but okay. All right, so we want to express our sincere appreciation for your interest in becoming one of our valued applicants. Oh, that's the response, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah, that's the response. So we're gonna go ahead and move on to. We actually looked at some maintenance vendors. We wanted to touch base on that since this is the property maintenance show. So we want to
Okay, my bad
give
there.
some advice there.
Okay.
So we have worked with this individual once or twice. Willie Hickey's handyman
Oh yeah,
service,
yeah, or
or
or at least try to.
we try, he was on our preferred vendors list.
Hmm?
And yeah, he wasn't number one for very long because he just
No,
he didn't take on any jobs that we tried to give him. So
yeah. Actually, I tried to. Well, I noticed I was on the list, and I'm really friendly, so I make a previous or preemptive call just to say hello, and yeah, kind of rude, like, hey, yeah, what do you want, and yeah, and this and that, and I'm like, oh, this is Willie Hickey, right? Sounds really friendly. Willie Hickey, it's like your neighborhood handyman. And it's like, yeah, kind of rude, and oh, we don't have time, and this and that. So, how did he get on our list? That's really strange. Yeah, but yeah,
yeah, again, based on uh, you know, if he didn't even take a job on, I can't really judge him based on his
hmm
quality of work. But if I can say customer service,
Yeah.
zero.
Yeah.
Not even.
Even imagine this, we're in a property management company and one of our vendors was talking to us like this. It's like, what the heck? We're property coordinators, property managers, and you're a vendor, so you should be like sending us chocolates and stuff, and you're talking to us like this, like we're working for you. So it's
So wait, he actually, when you called him, he said, "Yeah, what do you want?"
yeah, it's like
Like
yeah,
that?
I'm for yeah, and I said the name of the company. Yeah, okay, what do you want? I'm like,
Okay,
oh, okay.
right.
Well, yeah, just wanted to say hi. That didn't go well.
Well,
Yeah,
here's what we want, Willie Hickey.
yeah,
We want you to be better. So
or just
for,
retire.
or just retire, yeah, and just hang up the jacket.
Hmm.
Because we're going to read some negative reviews, unfortunately, and we're going to give some feedback on these. So Albert, do you want to take it away with the first one?
Yeah, okay. So, do not call this company. I'm professional, unqualified. I called Willie based on the reviews. He made an appointment to come by and appraise the job, drywall repair and garage and a bathroom, also tile replacement and a few handyman issues. Appointment scheduled Saturday at noon. Texted him Friday to confirm, no response. Sunday AM, he responded with one word, yes. At 12:15, Alfredo Luna showed up and he said Willie sent him. He went on to say Willie forgot and called him that morning. He bragged how he was the main person doing all of the Willie's work. That explains a lot. He looked over the job, gave us a fair price, and said he would start right away. Or right then. First day he did tear down. Day two came back with other two guys and started. It was horrible. He absolutely destroyed our bathroom ceiling, a messy, sloppy patch job. Still not finished. Planning on coming back next day. He asked for a deposit. Uh-oh. Sure, no problem. We asked for a detailed written invoice showing the partial payment. He could not write one up. He had a girl who sat in the truck all day long. She wrote it up. At the end of the day, at the end, he said, "Oh, the quote did not include labor." He wanted another $1,000. He called Willie. He came out on day three, looked at job. We told him we would pay for some of the work that was not completed and leave. This company is a ripoff. Oh yeah, that's
My
Mickey
God.
Mouse. If I haven't heard of
Oh,
Mickey Mouse before, yeah, that went seriously wrong there.
well, Willie, again, what do we want?
What that kind of actually explains some of his responses to me there in our last company. So he doesn't actually do the
Yeah.
jobs in, right? He's kind of like a dispatch service in.
Well, I think he's a general contractor. He may have the license.
Maybe.
So I think he subs it.
Yeah.
Um,
Mickey Mouse.
but again, um, whoever his subs are, they're,
Yeah.
my God,
Maybe his
man.
neighbor. Hey, you want to try to do this? Yeah. And
Like,
and then charging labor afterwards. Yeah, that's not even Mickey Mouse. That's
why saying, oh, on the quote did not include labor? Like, really?
yeah.
And
And the work order.
just to let everyone know, he did not respond to that review. There was no reply
Yeah.
for us to
So
read off. So
so he was guilty. Yeah.
yeah, that's a couple of things. Again, this is some advice for any maintenance vendors out there that may not have any assistance. And if you are working on your own at this moment, then the piece of advice I can say is if scheduling an appointment on a Sunday is it's not really recommended unless it's an emergency. Maybe try to do Monday to Saturday. I think Sunday you should take rest and reevaluate your business once a week. Another thing is if a customer texts you, there is at least, to be fair, I'd say about a 20 minutes response time. Like if that's a paying customer that's going to pay you thousands of dollars for multiple work, then you want to confirm that appointment. In fact, the tenant, or I'm assuming tenant or customer, not sure if it was a tenant, I'm assuming it's a customer, private customer of his, they shouldn't have even been texting him. He should have been reaching out and saying, oh, I just wanted to follow up to confirm. Are you okay still for Sunday at 12 noon? Please let me know. Thanks, Willie Hickey. Right? Easy peasy, right? It should be straightforward. But then he has his customer chase him, and he doesn't even, there's no response. And imagine it's Sunday, he didn't reply till Sunday morning
With
and
yes.
say with yes, just the word yes.
Yeah.
And then you're not even going, you're sending Alfredo Luna.
Mm-hmm. Probably
So
his neighbor.
it's not even you, Willie. You're sending Alfredo Luna, which is probably a sub or some guy you've just brought in or whatever. I don't know your situation, Willie, and I'll be fair on that. And then, you know, he went on to, so your guy that you sent, Alfredo's like basically throwing you under the bus. Your guy is throwing you under the bus in front of a customer going, oh yeah, he forgot to call me. He forgot all about your text and he just scrambled Sunday morning for me. Like why would, Willie, Alfredo has just like threw you under the bus and yeah, I mean, I don't even know. You should have went yourself.
We know.
Anyway, so
Well, I can't protect Willie because I know I've called his office and he has at least two people who can answer the phone. So there's no excuse there. There's people to answer the phone. So
there we go. There you go, Willie. You're making it worse here, right? So yeah, you're right, Albert. I can't even back him, but it's just bad customer service, and I think maintenance vendors need to remember, any type of vendor has to remember, you are a business. Don't think just because you're one guy with a toolbox that you're not a business. You are a
you're a
business,
business.
and you
Yeah.
need to treat your service as such, as
Mm-hmm.
a business. So, you know, you can't be just running around the truck with your little toolbox.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, you'll make a couple of $100, sure, a day, that's fine. But then when it gets bigger and you get like these 10, 20 customers, you need a business structure
Mm-hmm.
to maintain that five-star service. So if you've got two people in there that should be answering the phone and not answering the phone, you should be firing them. You shouldn't be sending Alfredo either. If you're a general contractor, get a proper sub. Like, I think this whole thing needs restructured. Don't answer the phone like, yeah, what do you want? Like,
Yeah.
that, I mean,
Yeah. No. That's what.
like, who do you think you are, Willie? You're just a handyman.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you don't, a potential customer, like at that point, right? Let's be fair. If he's on board with a property management company, right? We are to them a customer.
Oh
We're
yeah.
their
A
client,
big customer.
a big one, right? We've got tons of work,
Mm-hmm.
right? Um, and he goes, yeah, what do you want?
Yeah.
If that happened to me, I would be like, oh, nothing, never mind.
Yeah. Wrong number.
Wrong, sorry, I dialed wrong. I don't want to even acknowledge you.
Well, as karma would have it, you're on our show today, Willie. So congratulations. So.
Yeah, you're on our show for the wrong reasons, Willie,
Mm-hmm. So
right?
I definitely believe in karma. So
What we want from you is better service, okay?
maybe.
Stop messing people about like that. Why are you keeping a girl in the truck all day? What's going on, man? What
But
are you doing that for?
I think that was his sub, wasn't it, or was it him?
I think it's a sub. Yeah, what's the sub? See, that's the thing. What's the sub keeping?
Yeah,
I'm assuming maybe it was his door, or
maybe.
I don't know, but you can't
Mm.
keep someone in a truck all day. The temperature would have been like horrible, man.
But
Would have been
they
melting
keep the
in
truck
the
on
truck.
with AC and got a little charger for the cell phone so she can stay on TikTok.
Oh, I guess. Oh,
Yeah,
oh, okay. Well, that's fine.
yeah, I've heard that before.
But then, but then then the Alfredo guy made her write up
Yeah.
the quote. Well, I thought that was kind of shitty. He should have wrote it himself. The lazy guy.
hmm We asked people in the office, so oh
Yeah, I
well.
mean,
Yeah, that was a big
and
mess up.
a 3-day job as well
hmm
for those things issued.
Yeah,
No, that's like a day.
yeah,
That's a day's job.
maybe two. Yeah, the work and then the cleanup.
Nah, but wait. If you got the scope of work, right? I'm either gonna have to assume that this Sunday appointment was kind of like an estimate visit,
hmm Oh,
because that's what it sounds like. So
went out, looked
it
at
was
it.
probably an estimate visit. Then they've wrote it up, and they've even made a mistake on the actual quote and said, "Oh, we didn't add labor."
Oh yeah,
And then the
surprise.
reason it's probably expensive because he subbed it, so they've got to put the money up.
Yeah,
Like
so
it's got
they want their
it'll cost
profit.
more.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
get more profit. You probably
Um,
you probably charge 1,000. Probably I'll give him like 300. Oh, that's a big mess.
yeah,
Hmm.
yeah.
All right.
Um, but yeah, I'm gonna give this to the customer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean it's a fair review.
Yeah,
It's not good.
yeah, I agree. Customer gets this one for sure. All right, what's not over for our good friend Mr. Willie Hickey? We have another review down here, and it's a 1 star from Suzanne, and it's from Yelp. So I called, and he came out for an estimate. I got some urgent needs. He never called back. Nothing. Not a text, an email, or a call. Bad business. Bad. Unreliable. The next company came out, made over $1,000 in 2 hours of work. Poor decision on his part. Oh, yeah, I definitely think so. And I actually believe that because kind of my experience too. So you have a work order. It's like, no, I'm busy. Sorry. So, yeah, I definitely believe
Well,
that. So, yeah, 2 hours of work for 1,000. Yeah, that's pretty good.
man, Mr. Hickey, man. Well, I mean, $1,000 you've lost, and you didn't even like no text, email, or phone call.
Yeah, not sure
Yeah,
what's going
man,
on there. There are people in his office, so that's no excuse at all. His office, house, kitchen, don't know where, but yeah, there's people there. Take the calls.
I hope they're fired
I think they're
because
their
they
family. I
just
think.
lost them.
Yeah, I think they're
Uh,
probably his wife and his family there.
well, it's obviously not working.
Mm-hmm.
I think he needs actual hired staff, but it's
Yeah,
not working.
I don't know if we want to work with you, Mr. Hickey. I think we're better off the way we are. Yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
I don't know. If you're listening, Mr. Hickey, give us a call. Let's
Yeah.
talk about it.
Okay, yeah, we can make the peace. What do you want? What do you want, Hickey?
Yeah, that if he phones me, I'm gonna say the same. Yeah, what do you
What do you
want?
want?
I'm gonna see how he feels. So be like, yeah, what do you want?
Yeah.
Oh,
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 I
oh,
want some
okay.
help.
Uh-huh.
All right.
For the record, I just want everyone to know any of this information that we have is public information. So we are allowed to review it and give our feedback and opinions. Because again, that is what modern day society is built on. Okay. Um, this isn't sensitive information. It's nothing like that. This is public information that we're either finding on Google Reviews or Yelp. Again, we're also speaking about any responses from these, either a maintenance vendor or a property management company. And, like we've just proven, majority of them have not responded to these reviews.
Mm-hmm. Like in this case, right?
So again, no response on that one either. So
Well, I see an emoji. It says funny. It says one. So I guess he responded with funny.
it could be. Yeah, I haven't checked the emoji thing, like who does that. I don't think it shows us. But if you actually laughed at your customer, yeah, shame on you.
Yeah.
If you did that again, I cannot. I'm not saying that because I don't know, and I'm going to be fair to you on that one.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
Yeah, no idea here either.
well, all I'm going to say is again another point to the customer. That's just a failure in so many levels, man. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
bad. Yep.
All right. So I guess we have one more before our time runs out. Yeah.
Yeah. So we actually found these two, and you're going to see them on the screen, right? They are old, but I still wanted to just show people how long this has been going on for with him. This isn't just recent; like it's been reoccurring, and nothing's changing. He seems to be doing the same things now. On Yelp, there is a section where Yelp apparently kind of like blocks reviews, but they are legitimate reviews.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I did call Yelp customer service about this. I think it was last year, um, and I asked them at the time because I had a couple of five-star reviews from my previous property management company
Mm-hmm.
that I worked for on Yelp. I was actually, the pioneer that kind of got that started.
Yeah, I think I got a couple on Yelp too, and they never appeared.
And also, again, my business partner Albert here did get a couple as well, and apparently Yelp have this like kind of it's this system they've got or some sort of software or algorithm that just randomly places them there because they don't want businesses to have a 5 stars, like 5 stars. As soon as they see a particular company get a lot of reviews, either if they're good or bad, they start filtering them and kind of like putting them in a block section. But I just want to clarify, and again, Yelp does say all these reviews are not factored into the business's overall star rating, and they do that so that the business itself doesn't increase its popularity because they want to keep control, right? And that's again, and I did speak to Yelp customer service about it. I specifically said, look, these are legit, real reviews. I told them I worked really hard to get these. Um, I said, it's not easy to get 5-star reviews like the way back to back.
Oh yeah.
It takes
Well, it's
patience,
hard.
focus,
Mm-hmm.
and hard work. So I did feel disrespected when Yelp did it. But again, that's what they said, right? They made that clear. And I wanted to just let the public know as well that that is how Yelp functions. So I'm going to go ahead and read these two out. Okay, so he says, not interested at all. Paid $20 for him to come out for an estimate, and 3 weeks later, still nothing, and never even responded to my text stating it has been weeks. Very unprofessional in my opinion. It's my jobs were too much. That was apparently his response. Could have just said so. So there you go, right? So this is the classic thing with maintenance vendors. Again, this is why we're here. We're trying to help. So, what happens is you look at the overall client slash customers, right? You might get 20 coming in. But again, if you're just that one guy, you're the one guy running your business, you've just got the toolbox and you've got the truck and you've got to run to Home Depot for appliances and material back and forth.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a lot of work.
Your foundation's going to collapse. It's
Mm-hmm.
not sustainable.
But stuff
You
like this is
need,
gonna happen.
but exactly, you're going to get bad reviews. your customer service is going to go low.
Gonna lose jobs.
You're going to lose jobs, thousands of dollars will go away. The trust of the public will go away. And then it ends up at the end of all of it, you're just going to be getting little pieces here and there. And, worst comes to worst, you might end up going out of business. So, try your best. Don't go down that path. Contact an outsourcing company like us. Again, Octagon Work Services. Our details are available at the end of today's episode. And again, just quickly, the last one, it says, no show for appointment, wasted my time. So Albert, what's your final thoughts here?
He probably did waste that person's time. Scott from Yorba Linda, California. So yeah, definitely, communications thing there. I think he's just not taking it seriously. Maybe he's planning on retiring or something. Probably not his thing anymore. Doesn't like doing it. Because you know what? A person who likes doing it, because there's another person we thought about doing reviews for, but he's kind of cool because he likes what he's doing and he does a good job. But his response time is just bad because he can't really process it. There's maybe not enough brain capacity. But he's a pretty cool guy. I mean, but yeah, in this case, it just seems like he just doesn't care. Just probably doesn't wants to do something else. I don't know. Yeah, well, if you're dissing a property coordinator in a property management company, that says a lot. That's like that's suicide. Yeah, somebody just doesn't want to get work orders anymore. Okay, yeah, I'll just tell the property coordinator off and that'll be it. And pretty much, yeah, that was my last call that I made to him. I think, or maybe I did send a text or two when I was in a bind. He didn't answer either. So, yeah, don't know if we could help this one out.
No, I completely agree. And I just want to say at the end of this, we are not saying to the public that you shouldn't use their services. Again,
Yeah,
this is just our opinion based on our experience
use
and
them
our
if you want.
background, and it's up to you, okay? We are not saying don't go to this person, don't do business with them. We are not saying that, and I want to make that very clear, okay? We are reading what's public information, and again, maybe we can review you in the next couple of months, and maybe there could be better reviews. Now, I have seen some good reviews from them, but I want to state that they don't,
They look
to me personally, they don't look legit.
no,
They look
they look
bought.
purchased. Yeah, yeah,
They look purchased. So, um, yeah. Again, we may look back at these companies again to see if anything's changed. If not, then
yeah. On to the
there
next.
could be a part two. We don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's all we have time for today. Again, we want to say thank you so much to everyone that watches and listens to us, and please do not forget to subscribe and like our channel. And again, if you ever have any questions, any tenants out there, any homeowners, you have any stories for us, any bad experience you've went through with any property management company, please do not hesitate to contact us. And again, also property management companies or maintenance vendors, you can contact us if you've had a problematic homeowner or a problematic tenant and it hasn't been your fault. Yeah, we'd love to hear your story. We'd love to have you on the show. Again, all of our information is at the end of this episode.
Definitely, yeah. And yeah, we'll have a part 2 ready here, maybe in a couple of days. So yeah, watch out for that.
Okay. Well, until next time, thank you, everyone.
All right. It's been fun. See you in the next one.
Okay.